So back to our original query. In this example, we're getting courses whose author is exactly this string here. If you have a course with author set to Moshfegh or Mosh Hamedani, those courses will not be returned. So if you want to have more control over filtering strings, you need to use a regular expression. Let me show you how that works. So I'm going to comment this out. Let's say we want to get courses whose author starts with Mosh. This is how we write this query. So find, pass an object, set the author. Now instead of passing a string here, we pass a regular expression. So we add a slash. Here we add a pattern that we're going to modify in a second and another slash. So this is the syntax for representing a regular expression. Now in regular expressions, we can use this caret character to represent a string that starts with something. Here I can add Mosh. So this regular expression represents a string that starts with Mosh. So as long as the author starts with Mosh, it doesn't matter what we have after. Those courses will be returned. Oh, and by the way, I realize I have a spelling problem here, so starts with Mosh. Now, what if you want to look for courses whose author ends with a given string? Let's say ends with Hamedani. So this is how we write this query. Find, pass an object, we set the author to a regular expression, so slash pattern slash. And the pattern we use here is Hamedani $. So $sign in regular expressions indicates the end of a string. So here we're looking for courses whose author ends with Hamedani. Now this query is case sensitive. If you want to make it case insensitive, you append an I at the end. And finally, let's look at the last example. What if you want to look for courses whose author contains the word Mosh? So Mosh can be at the beginning, it can be in the middle, or it can be at the end. Let me show you how to write this query. So we call find, pass an object, author, regular expression. Here's our pattern. Dot, star, Mosh, dot, star. So dot star in a regular expression means we can have 0 or more characters. We don't care what those characters are. So with this pattern, with this regular expression, we can have 0 or more characters before or after Mosh. And once again, if you want to make this case insensitive, we put an I at the end. Now, of course, you can use more complex regular expressions. The explanation of JavaScript regular expressions is beyond the scope of this course. So if you want to learn more about regular expressions, just read a tutorial about JavaScript regular expressions.